During when I was studying at uni, there was one summer break where I spent a lot of time down the Gold Coast with some friends. I was still pretty new to Australia at this point, so I was pretty taken back by my surroundings compared to my Australian friends. So I started to take photos of what we were getting up to and the surreal scenery around us. These were by no means great photographs. It's probably pretty terrible. Looking back at them now, I kind of cringe at a few of them. But at the same time, it definitely sparked my interest in photography and inspired me to start shooting. If you couldn't already tell by the title of this video, the camera I was using at the time was the iPhone. Yeah, so I was pretty grateful to have that experience and have that, connection with photography at a very kind of amateur, hobbyist kind of fun level when I wasn't really taking it serious. I think I became pretty fascinated with documenting everyday moments with something I could just take out of my pocket. There's this famous photography quote, I'm probably going to butcher it, but something along the lines of, the best camera is the one you've got on you. And I really believe this to be true, because I think in any instance, your photos are more curated or more affected by things like lighting, use of colors, composition, the storytelling maybe, things like that, which actually have more of an effect on your photo rather than the actual medium you use. Some of my favorite things to photograph tend to be fleeting moments from my day-to-day life. This is why I always try and have a camera with me. Whether I'm going for an afternoon walk or going to see a friend for coffee, I always try to bring a camera with me. You never really know what photo opportunity you might come by, and also this always keeps me in a better vibe when I'm looking to take photographs, I feel. But sometimes I just can't be hassled to have a camera with me, or I just simply forget. This is when I really enjoy having easy access to the iPhone. It's a small thing that lives in my pocket and it's able to take these pretty incredible photographs. Also, the automatic nature of the camera allows me to concentrate on the content rather than worrying about the settings too much. It definitely comes in handy when you've got those passing moments where things are happening pretty quickly and you probably wouldn't have time to change the settings anyway, and the automatic nature, you can just pull it out, take the photo, move quickly, act quickly, and yeah, it's just pretty handy and it really works well in those scenarios. At the same time, this forces me to concentrate, like I said, on the content of the photography rather than the settings, which allows me to look for a lot of different variables that I might otherwise pass up if I was concentrating on getting the settings right. Especially with film photography, sometimes it can be a little fiddly. You've got your film, you need to adjust the settings. You don't really know how things are going to come out. Also, what I enjoy about the camera, it's a very unobtrusive medium. When you're pointing bigger cameras at people's faces, they can often feel pretty intimidating. I know I do when I'm at an event or at a sporting gig or whatever, and there's these big long lenses and they can feel pretty intimidating and like, whoa, in your face, and you feel like, oh, where are these photos going? Whereas when you're just pointing an iPhone at someone, normally they just think it's for personal memories. Little do they know that you're about to post this photo to your 50k followers of them chuffing away on a cigarette. Part of the fun of using the iPhone is I can just as quickly jump into Visco, which is my favorite editing app for photos on the iPhone, and I can just jump in and start editing the photo straight away. It comes with a set of different filters which I really enjoy. The filters definitely give like a film-like feel to the photos, and you can add things like grain and stuff like that to add texture to the photos, as well as I like playing with the hue and saturation sliders and the contrast and small adjustments like that to configure my photo to the way I like it. One thing I'd note is I tend to stick to about 2 filters and maybe another one for black and white, just so I can keep consistency within my iPhone photos, especially if I'm posting those to my Instagram stories and things like that. Which brings me to the sponsor of this video. Nah, don't be stupid. I've not even got 1k subscribers, but that's my goal for this month. So if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, please do so, because I'd love to hit 1k subscribers this month. It's definitely a goal of mine for the end of last year, but we didn't hit it, which is cool. So we're going to try and hit it this month. So I believe in you. Hit that sub bell if you're enjoying my content or this video in particular. But yeah. Which brings me to my next point. I tend to not take these photos too seriously, and I just tend to not post them to my Instagram grid. I'm not really sure why. I guess I have this notion in my head that they have to be film photos for me to post them on my grid, but I want to integrate more digital photography into my Instagram portfolio. So I'm definitely going to start, adjusting that kind of way of thinking and start posting more, everyday kind of iPhone photos to my grid. So usually I'm posting these photos to my Instagram stories. I actually quite like doing that as well, as I don't have to add any caption or any kind of context to the photo, and just allow them to speak for themselves as well. So I hope you've been enjoying the iPhone photos I've shown you throughout this video, and now I'm going to show you some of my favorites from over the years in no particular order. When I'm looking for a new camera to buy, I'm often asking myself the question, what am I going to be motivated to shoot more often with? I think specs definitely have their place, and they're definitely important in certain aspects of photography and videography, but I'd say that shooting more is definitely going to help you improve quicker. Although the iPhone integrates AI technology to make things easier for you, you still have to worry about things like lighting, composition, storytelling, use of colors, things like that, and focusing on those things and practicing them on a daily basis with something you can easily use is definitely going to help you improve quicker in other aspects of photography as well. If we're going into detail and talking about the iPhone specifically and comparing it to other phones, maybe the Samsung and the Google Pixel, I don't think they really differ much in picture quality. However, I do really enjoy the natural look of the iPhone images. I often feel that the counterparts often look oversaturated, maybe even over sharpened to my eye at least. I guess I really just enjoy the iPhone image compared to the others, and I've even got a dedicated account, Instagram account, which I post my unedited iPhone photos as well. If you want to check that out, I'm going to leave it in the description for you to have a look as well. I didn't really want to talk about using this phone in terms of videography, as I was more focusing on the photography side of things. I did want to quickly mention how it's really helped me film these YouTube videos, especially when capturing behind the scenes footage when I'm out shooting my film photography, and it's given me that different perspective from when I'm shooting, and it's just been so easy to use, and it's allowed me not to have to carry around an extra camera. So I really enjoy the 4K footage as well. It's super sharp and super detailed, and it allows me to color grade it slightly as well without affecting the image too much, which I like. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope this inspires you to go out and shoot with your phone and not feel limited by the amount of gear that you don't have. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like. It definitely helps me push these videos further and helps the channel overall. But thanks so much again for watching. It's been a little while. Sorry I had a little break over Christmas. Just wanted to de-stress and kind of focus on feeling re-inspired. I've got some cool videos coming up. I recently did a trip up the Sunshine Coast to Noosa, and I took a bunch of photos, so I'm waiting to get those developed so I can create that video for you guys. But I'm super stoked on it. I think it's going to be one of my favorites out of the ones I've done. So I'll see you next time. Peace.